qui est pratiquement un tabou en Afrique, et une maladie qui a tellement de ramifications, une maladie, une très mauvaise maladie, il faut dire. Si c'est une condition, c'est une maladie, mais très mauvaise maladie. Et la dépression, le problème avec la dépression, c'est que les gens qui sont dépressifs, qui deviennent dépressifs, euh, perdent le contrôle de leur vie en fait. Et ils sont dans un désespoir, ils sont dans un... c'est-à-dire, ils fabriquent une destinée sombre pour eux. Ils se disent qu'ils sont dans de très mauvaises conditions, alors que très souvent leurs conditions sont acceptables par rapport aux autres, sont meilleures par rapport aux autres. Et la dépression, moi je peux définir ça comme le manque d'amour pour soi-même. Et voilà. So I can define depression like a lack of love for yourself. Because in this planet where we live, do not expect anybody else to love you more than you love yourself. You must be the one person that loves yourself unconditionally every day, every hour, every minute, every second. Let's see, you have to make some videos by listening to what I say, filming me and listening to what I say for a few minutes, okay? Or 5 videos like that. So depression is an illness. I remember when we had the pandemic, a lot of experts, yes, a lot of experts, you do 5 of them, a lot of experts, you just do and you cut and you post, you know, just like that. A lot of experts said that after the coronavirus pandemic, we're going to have the mental health pandemic. We're going to have people that are suffering because of the pandemic. That's one. But number 2, this strange financial situation that occurred, like the war in Ukraine, and then pushed the price of gas and petrol up. That is just a killer. I don't know what he's talking about. That's what you cry. Or my dad's talking about depression. So it's important that we as human, or you mad look at him, look at him, look at that idiot there. He's coming there at speed as if, what the hell? Yeah, I told you that you're gonna be late. Well, I don't know what time. What time does he show on your clock there?
It's
9:05.
9:03.
That's fine. I've never had to suffer like this to get where I'm going, man. This is bad. I wasn't expecting traffic on the road where I went. I was avoiding the motorway because there's traffic there, and I bumped into another road where there's traffic. You can't figure it out. You can't figure it out. So depression is a very bad illness. I mean, I've been depressed for years, but with depression you have to first identify the trigger. Trigger usually an event that happens. We just lose our ability to deal with challenging situations. What we classify as bad news, what we classify as bad outcome, what we classify as failure, what we classify as I don't know, not relevant, not important. We just lose our sense of appreciation of life. I mean, waking up in the morning and being in a good mood is priceless. Waking up in the morning and feeling good is priceless. Waking up in the morning and not being ill is priceless. Now, when you're ill, then you can evaluate, you can actually understand the value of good health. Because when you're well, you don't appreciate your position or your situation. There has to be something like an illness to come there and remind you, say, hey, you need to appreciate your life, because there are people who died today. There are people who are going to die tomorrow. There are people who are going to die in the minute that I'm speaking here. In this very second that I'm speaking here, there are people dying. So you need to appreciate life more. But the depressed person will feel like he has an entitlement. So he's entitled to something. He's entitled to this and that. And once he doesn't get it, everything goes down the drain. Everything is just a mess, a pile of mess. So that's the problem with depression. We need to be able to learn how to love ourselves, because nobody else should love you more than you love yourself. Not even your mother. You should love yourself first, very well, before somebody else, or even your wife, or even your brother, or even your cousin, or even your mom, or even your dad. You should be the one at the top of that pyramid, the top of that ranking, the one that has unconditional love for yourself. That is you. But if you're not that person, you are in danger of becoming a depressed person. You need to love yourself. That's a very powerful remedy with depression. Now, the one treatment that I would say for depression that does work is exercise, fitness. Go to the gym, work out every day. Look good, work out every day. Now, the one medicine that I'm trying to experiment right now is going to church consistently. So I will be going to church consistently every Sunday, because that is very powerful. Even if you're not a believer, just going there sets you up right. It brings you back to that world, positive energy, world where you have hope, where you have confidence, where and you can deal with everything. But it's just remarkable when, and I can look at myself, think about me when I was on the other side of the riverbank. Because on this side you'll have like the good side, that's like heaven, and then the bad side, that's like hell. When you're depressed, you're in the bad side. I'm just kind of saying that to show you the picture, the bigger picture. So when I get to the good side and I'm looking myself in the bad side, I say, how did I do that? How did I get there? Oh, well, it was this event. But then how do I get out of it? That is the hardest thing to do. Once you figure out how to get out of it, you're cool. But having regular workouts and going gym and doing things to better yourself is exactly what you need to do, rather than just sitting there in one place. And that's what depressed people do. We all do the same thing. Honestly, it's amazing how funny depression is. I mean, like, you don't want to get out of bed. Well, there's there are millions of other people there that have exactly the same symptoms. They don't want to get out of bed. They don't want to, they don't want to see the light. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to eat. It's just bizarre that it will unset so many things in you. It's unbelievable. Let's say you need to do one more video. You need to do one more show up. I told you to do 5. So it's amazing how powerful that is. And what does that tell you? It tells you that this creature that was created, right, is just the perfect creation by God. So how can we have the same symptoms? We don't even talk about each other. We just naturally go into that mode without having to learn it from somebody else. So that is very powerful. I was asking somebody the other day, I said, well, do animals actually have stress? He said, no, because animals don't think about things. They just focusing on the moment right now. Animals don't resolve the problem of the future. They don't prepare themselves to become world champion in what boxing, or animals just have basic needs. They want to eat, they want to poo, and they want to sleep, and perhaps play when they are kids. Animal, like baby animals, whatever. That's what they do. They don't plan for tomorrow. They don't plan for tomorrow. They live life on a daily basis as it comes. So that's the massive difference between animal and human being. Now, human being, they're trying to project the future, trying to predict the future. They're working for the future. They have a lot of hope. They have a lot of disappointment. I'm not sure that an animal, if an animal, their relationship break down, that they're going to get depressed or stressed or whatever. No, they'll just move on. They'll just move on and move to the next one, or move to a different relationship and stuff. So animals have a very simple life. Very simple life. But we have to have a nice phone. We have to have a nice car, material stuff. We have to have a nice house. We have to have a nice watch, etc., etc. And all of these material things are the contributing factors to make us depressed, because we feel like we have to do it in order to justify our well-being, our comfort, our success, our right, the one that he owns, the reason why he's the winner. So I'll let you think. Now, medication do work. You can get medication from the doctors. That's very important for depression and anxiety. Very important. And do sports, go out. But in Europe, people ask themselves a question: why is depression so popular over here? Like a lot of people are depressed. It's because of the lifestyle. It's because of the pressure that the system puts on you. Like, you have to do so many things. You have bills. When a letter comes through, you have people chasing you because you've not paid such a bill and stuff. In Africa, people are not depressed. You owe somebody money there. Honestly, they're not going to get depressed because they owe you money or whatever. No, they will just live their life, continue to live their life as they can. Whereas over here, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're going to get bad credit. You're going to get sued or whatever. In Africa, that doesn't really happen. If it's just small money like this, it won't happen. Small amount, it won't happen. So the lifestyle and the expectation, the responsibilities that people have, and there's another part to this. Women are very good at handling depression. Why people are more depressed in Africa? Because they don't have to deal with those bills. In one family, they will have one bill, that's the electricity. Everyone's got that one. Or they'll have two, that's water as well. And perhaps you can put the phone on the contract.